Hey, it's your girl Nikki. Here's a tutorial that I do for my everyday look. Putting on not mascara, y'all. Putting on moisturizer. This is a little Pond's. Just make sure that it protects your skin. Make sure your natural skin is covered, protected. Make sure that it has some sunscreen in it so that you can protect your lovely skin when you go out. Excuse me, that was my alarm. So, anywho, now I'm brushing on my eyebrows with the spoolie so that I can go ahead and put them in their correct place and make my eyebrows look good. So I'm going to take my Maybelline eyebrow pencil in expert wear. I use that one, or I use the regular pencil. And then I just start from where my eyebrows are not as thick at the bottom. And then I just go ahead and pull them together. Start using the light movements to create a tail and pull it together at the top to create the full tail and the full arch of the brow. I'm going to do that on both sides. You can go ahead and watch. But again, I just start from the middle of the brow or where it's as sparse, and then I create the line to bring it together, and I add some small lines in the front to give it like some hair-like strokes where it'll be easier to blend. My brows are pretty thick, so I don't put too much product because I don't want them too dark. I want them to still look natural. So again, I just do the bottom tail, lightly strokes to the top, pull the top end to the tail, lightly strokes in the front to create the hair, and then I'll blend them together before I start to scope them out with the concealer. I always do my brows first because I just love making sure that they're together and they help bring the look together. If you got a good foundation with your brows, I feel like your makeup will be pretty good. This makeup was all right. Again, it's like a everyday look for me. So when I'm just trying to see my natural face, I'm just trying to keep the blemish, like go out blemish free. So now I'm just blending my brows together with the spoolie, blending out any harsh lines and making it look pretty full from beginning to the end. Check my brows out. Just showing y'all how they look after I've added the product. So now I'm taking the Black Opal Total Coverage Concealer and the spoolie on the other end. It has a little brush. I'm dipping in there, making it flat, just rubbing it like that so that the product is on the brush and it's full, and again it's like nice and flat. So now I'm going to go ahead and sculpt out my eyebrows. I start from the middle and lightly and very carefully scoped out the arch at the bottom. And then you can also use this spoolie brush to kind of smooth it out and blend it out before you go with the Ultimate Big Brush and blend it. But here I'm just running my mouth. I should have let y'all hear that. But the kids was in the back doing a lot, so I decided to do a voiceover. So I tried to get a little up close and personal, and I sped it up just a bit. But again, you can see me here blending in my eyebrows, and concealing my eyebrows. But what I end up doing when I was sculpting one, I kind of made a little mistake and I messed them up. But that's the good thing with makeup. You can always correct it. So I just got the eyebrow pencil, filled it in, made it back a little full and thick, and went back to the process. So here, check that out, how I do my brows. This process can change a couple times because, again, makeup, it is what it is. Like, however you feel doing it, as long as it come out looking good at the end, it really doesn't matter. So I know sometimes a lot of y'all are like, Nikki, show me. I just don't know what to do. But I promise y'all, once you just get in your groove and you use those brushes the way you want to use them, baby, it'll look good. So I'm blending out the concealer with the spoolie. But then I had told Tony, as y'all can see her going back and forth, I told her to go give me a blending brush Or I told her to go get my sponge because I was going to use my sponge, but I end up using the brush to blend it out. I like the brushes more than I like the sponges, but some people, everybody like different stuff. I feel like the brushes, they kind of just get it better. I normally would use a smaller brush, but I'm doing a quick face, so I just grabbed a couple of them. Primer. Now I'm going to go ahead in with my primer. This is the primer, the Pro Grip Primer from e.l.f. And it's a dupe from the Milk. What's the Milk called? The Milk is really great too. Hydro Grip. The Milk Hydro Grip Primer is a little more expensive, so you could go ahead and get the e.l.f. kind, but just rub that in. Make sure you get the primer to set your face, to make sure your makeup stays in place. Now I'm going to use that same spoolie brush. I know I probably should have got different brushes, but normally you would use like maybe a smaller brush to put the concealer under your eye. This technique, I'm just doing it right in the front of the eye, and then a little under the corner of my eye, and bringing it together, not using too much product. I put a thin line going over the tip of my nose, and then I made a bridge of my nose, and then I made a heart on my forehead, a little on my chin, and sometimes I put it on my Cupid's bow, but I didn't need to because of how I did the technique. So then I just, make sure I add a little bit more. I also want to take that concealer and go over my dark spots on my face, because with this look, I'm not using foundation. So that's why I put concealer right there. And this is where I'm going to go ahead and add the contour as well. I'm going to add the contour at the, right above, right kind of like above, on top of my cheekbones. And then I'm doing it on the side of my nose at the beginning of my eyebrow, so that when I make my nose a little slimmer, it all goes together. Like it's a seamless look. And also at the front of my eyebrows, so that, again, it's like a more natural look. It doesn't look like I just got on a whole bunch of makeup over my eyes and stuff. I still want this to be like a no makeup look. That's what this is. Everybody was saying, I want a no makeup with makeup. This is kind of like that look. So I'm just taking the the contour stick from Black Radiance, and I'm using that spoolie brush again, y'all. But you would use like a nice small brush or something. Or really, actually, with that product, it would normally come out as like a stick, but I've used it up. So I'm using the brush to get the product out. But you can rub it across your face. That's what I was showing. I put some on the top of my forehead. I put some on under my cheeks. What's that? On your jawline. And on the side of my face. On the side of my chin and the side of my nose. Just on the side of my jawline. But anywho, so now I'm taking that same brush again, the blending brush, and I'm going to blend from the top to the bottom to make sure that, again, you have that seamless look. I'm going to blend everywhere that I have products. I had kind of let the concealer sit, so I'm going to go ahead and do all those spots with the contour first, and then I'll go and then I'll do the concealer, as you can see. So just watch me blend, blend, blend. Now, y'all, please remember to blend this stuff out and blend all the way. Make sure that you try to keep the product in the place that it is in. So tap, tap, beat, beat. That's kind of how y'all feel that. But also, just realize that when you're doing this part, this is when you make it all come together and look seamless. So be mindful to blend your makeup. Okay, guys, just blend it on out. If it take a long time, it's gonna take a minute. I mean, shoot, 15, 20 minutes at the most, but make sure that 5 of the minutes that you're blending your makeup, so you don't look crazy. So blend, blend, blend. Blend to the back. When you're doing your contour, though, when you're placing your contour, you want to put it, you can go from like smiling and then you go right up under your cheekbones, or you can go right at your cheekbone and blend down and back. Blend down and back. I don't know if that even makes sense, y'all. But anyway, you'll see. And then, always blend up under your neck too. Blend under your neck too. I don't care what they say. Now here we are. We're going to go ahead and go with the setting powder. This is by Laura Mercier. This is a powder brush from, who I say those brushes was for again? Real Techniques. Lord, I had a brain freeze, y'all. Real Techniques brush. This setting brush, dip it into your setting powder. Place it where you put your concealer, on the side of your nose, because you want to slimmen that nose up. Under your eye, over your lip, your eyebrow, the bridge of your nose, your chin, wherever you set the concealer, and especially in your T-zone, you want that to be where the sun hits. That's where your face gets a little warmer. That's when you start to perspire a little bit. So you want the setting powder and your makeup to mesh and become one. So when you do kind of get a little, if you do sweat or you do get a little high, you do get a little shiny, it'll just still look flawless because of that good old setting powder. It'll catch the oils. So just watch me as I set it on up. And as you can see, when you're applying your makeup, and you can see like what it's doing as you're setting it. Yes, that stuff will fly everywhere. So be mindful. I am a little clumsy lady, but it doesn't really matter. So because I didn't put a lot, I'm not putting a lot of makeup on, I'm going to kind of set it and sculpt my face. So I take the setting powder and I sculpt right under where I put the contour. And what that does is it kind of sculpts your face. And again, also it gives it that flawless look. So now I'm going to go in with my brush. That's my blush brush from Real Techniques. And then I got blush from Black Radiance. I think that's the warm hunt. Was it warm berry? I love the warm berry. So I smile a little bit and I put it right on the top of my cheekbones in the front. I put a little bit on my nose. It just makes you get like that little, ooh, like you blushing. And then I started to put my mascara on. While I was doing that, I was thinking, right? I'm like, man, what am I doing with my eyes? So, I'm putting my mascara on. That mascara is by Sephora. It's like big lash or something like that. It's very nice, especially if you got naturally long lashes. It'll make you look like you got a little extensions on. I like to put mascara on before I put my eyelashes on. It helps grip. It helps catch it. Like it for whatever reason, it helps it like look more natural. So I'm putting on my mascara top and bottom. I had got a little bit on my eyes. So when you get a little bit on your face, that's okay. You want to let it dry, or you can just get a you want to let it dry and you want to get a powder brush. You can either use the brush that you did your setting with or the brush that you did your blending with, and you just want to go right over that and it'll clear it right up. So don't trip, y'all. Makeup is always, it can always be fixed. So there I go, just fixing it, blending it in and stuff. So then I'm going to go with my, I'm going to take that baked warm berry again with that blush, and I'm going to put it on my eyes. Take a blending brush from Real Techniques, and then I'm just putting that blush on my eyes. It just looks so pretty. I loved it. It looks so pretty. It gave like a nice natural look. So if you want to try that, like you don't really feel like putting color on your eye, try to either put a little bit of your contour powder or put some of your blush. So I put the blush, and then I took the setting powder, and I just made sure that they were seamless right there. So now I'm gonna go in with my lip pencil. All right, y'all, listen, I love my lip pencils from the hair store. I will get like a dark brown lip pencil, and that's what I'm using. So this one is like a dark brown lip pencil, like $2 from your local hair store. And I line my lips with that while I'm letting that setting powder and everything just get its bake on. So I put that on. I love it. It's giving 90s. And then I'm going to go in with a little lip gloss. This lip gloss is from... okay, so I use two sometimes. The one of them is Private Party, and that comes from Crayon Case that's made by Super. And then the other one is a dollar store. It's called Belief Beauty from the Dollar General, the yellow and black. And it is, I can't think of the name of it, but it's like a nude with sparkle. It's really, really, really pretty. I'm going to show it on the screen. But yes, that's the dollar store lip gloss that I love. Believe Beauty. Please go and check out your Dollar General and see if they got Believe Beauty. And then I went over that lip liner with some of that MAC, Aaliyah MAC lip gloss, just to make that line a little darker. Now I'm gonna get a brush and take some of the best, like when I say it is some of the best setting powder ever, but it's by LA Pro Girl. And I'm gonna make sure that I put all of these products under what I use. But the LA Pro Girl HD setting powder, it is amazing. So I take that and I put it all over my face. Now, I'm putting that specific color all over my face because I don't have my darker one. I had dropped them, and that's why that one looks empty. I dropped them on accident and they broke. So I'm waiting on all my stuff to come in the shipment. So anywho, look, LA Girl Pro Face, listen, it just brings everything together. So I'm just going through, putting that all over my face, setting where I put the contour, I'm setting pretty much my whole face with it. Just setting my whole face with it, as y'all can see. Setting that face. And it just makes everything just seamless, smooth. Just make you look good. I love it. Look at me. I'm like, darn. So now I'm spraying my setting spray. And this is NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. Is that the one? NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop matte. I'm an oily girl, so I use matte setting spray. You don't have to use setting spray. But if you want to, I think it does wonders. I think when you put the setting spray on, it takes you from ashy to classy. And as you can see, it's just me standing up and showing y'all a little bit, just woo-woo, look good.